Perched high atop the east cliff, gazing proudly over the historic town of Whitby and the restless North Sea, stands the remarkable St Mary's Church. It's a place of history, of legend, and of quiet endurance. I was very lucky on the day that I was here that some of the volunteers in the church said I was able to go in and view the bell ringing room. The church has a ring of 8 bells. 6 of these bells are inscribed Whitby, 1762, Leicester and Pack of London, and 2 more bells were added in 1897. Founded around 1110, St Mary's Church is one of England's oldest surviving parish churches. Built by the Normans, its story is woven into the very fabric of Whitby's long and dramatic history. Over the centuries, the church has been expanded and changed, yet it retains its unmistakable character. The church is a patchwork of eras, from medieval stone to Georgian woodwork. When you step inside St Mary's, it welcomes you with a surprising warmth, and unlike many traditional churches, St Mary's is divided into box pews. These are cosy wooden enclosures where family once sat together during long services. I'm sure back in the day the families were very grateful for these box pews, given how cold and exposed the church must have been, especially during the winter months. Every corner of this unique church feels alive with history. From the worn stone floors to the intricate wood carvings, to the simple yet powerful memorials that line the walls. You can almost hear the whispers of generations past in the quiet. There are loads of these large framed prayers on the walls, scattered all around the church. Above the grand three-decker pulpit, it dominates the nave, a striking reminder of a time when sermons could last for hours. This is very unique because they are actually ear trumpets that one of the former reverends of the parish, his name's coming up here. There we go, they were for his wife. William Scoresby was a prominent figure in Whitby's whaling history. He was a very successful whaler and captain and was known for his Arctic expeditions and contributions to scientific knowledge. His son, William Scoresby Jr., also continued the family's whaling tradition and became a respected scientist and clergyman. Whitby itself was a major whaling port during the 18th and 19th centuries, with the Scoresby playing a significant role in the town's whaling industry. William Scoresby Sr. made his fortune in the Arctic whaling industry, and he was also the inventor of the barrel crow's nest. If you do get time, there's quite an interesting feature on him in Whitby Museum. Today, St Mary's is still an active parish church. It welcomes visitors from around the world who come not just for its beauty, but for the sense of peace and connection it offers. It remains a place to reflect, to remember, and to marvel. And this is the oldest part of the church. In a world that rushes forward, St Mary's Church remains a steadfast reminder of the past, standing watch over Whitby just as it has for centuries, and whispering stories to anyone who's willing to listen. If you were visiting Whitby in the 18th century, you may have wanted to use one of these for strangers-only pews when you attended Mass. These were to distinguish them from those that had been sponsored by the local dignitaries. This is a memorial to Captain Cook. Captain Cook learnt his seaman's trade in Whitby. There is a Cook Museum in Whitby as well, which is in a 17th century house where Captain Cook lodged as an apprentice when not at sea. Surrounding the church, the ancient graveyard tells 1,000 stories. Where the worn headstones lean against one another, some names have been lost to time. It's this very graveyard that helped inspire Bram Stoker's Dracula, where the dark silhouette of the church and the howling winds created an unforgettable backdrop for gothic imagination.